Good evening, folks. I just wanted to show you some very unique weather. You get to see all kinds of weather out here when you're trucking. But if you can see over there on the right, it's all sunshine. If you can see over there on the left, it's a little cloudy. But then just straight in front of us coming down, we've got a storm cell. And hopefully we'll get some lightning. Woo! Not every day that you see a lightning storm and a sunset at the same time. Beautiful. We are in eastern Colorado on the I-70 westbound. About to jump up here on the Colorado 79 north and head to Denver area. I end up calling every metropolitan area that surrounds a big city. I just call it by the name of the city. So if I'm anywhere within an hour and a half of a big city, I just call it by that name. I wish I had a wider angle. It's beautiful over here on the right. Sorry for all the bug guts, but I don't know. What are you going to do? For you. Hopefully it'll curve around. You see that lightning? Hopefully it'll curve around to the right some. See some more of the sunset. See this truck coming over here on the right. It's always polite to safely change lanes and let other truckers come on. I mean, otherwise you're braking, downshifting, doing all kinds of stuff to try to avoid them. Nah, don't listen to that stupid DOT sign. You can go for a walk, you can find a new job, come out trucking with me. My dream is to have a trucking school, more like a trucking academy, as I would like to call it. And watch out for four-wheelers. They'll jump in front of you pretty close like that. See if this way station is open. Oh, it's open. They're calling me in. Well, that's fun. It's a good little video. You get to see lightning storm and a sunset. And then we have to go through all these scales. That little beeping sound, I have this, it's like a garage door opener type transponder thing, and it's always random if the DOT officer right here wants to pull you in, they give you a red light on your transponder. There's two lights, red light, green light, and tell you to come in here. Then you got to slow down. It's always good to roll down your window crack, because sometimes they have microphones, megaphones, whatever, speakers. And then follow the instructions. It's always random. Sometimes they'll tell you to stop. Sometimes they just tell you keep pulling forward slowly. And then if they like what they see, they just tell you to exit. Thank you. And if they want to talk to you more face to face, they tell you pull over or do this or do that. They put up a railing right there, so I don't even know how they would have me scooch all over. I don't know where they would have me park if they wanted me to stop altogether. Each scale house is a little different. Some have inspection stations, some are just a little scale house, they're just getting data. But the DOT, Department of Transportation, in each state, each state sometimes has a database, sometimes it's just a local scale house that they'll have their database. So if you run through the same scale house a bunch of times in a short period of time, and they scan you and they see that your company's in good standing, they'll let you just get a green light, give you a green light message. Sometimes they're doing some sort of investigation or something, and they pull everybody in. Sometimes they're taking a donut break and they let everybody pass by. Sometimes they're closed. Sometimes they're closed for weeks, months on end. They're open for one day. It's different everywhere. It's America. I think that's what we're learning, is that us Americans, we like to really focus and take care of things on a local level. So we're getting some rain and still see that sunset. I wish I had a better filter. Probably fairly pretty. I got a blue light dimmer on my screen, so it looks different probably than how you see it. But when you got a lot of bug guts on your windshield, and then it starts raining, it's best to let it rain quite a bit. There's lightness, right? And just saturate your windshield, let the bug guts, get saturated, get soft after they've been trying in the wind and in the sunshine, the heat. It's been in the 70s and 80s today most of my drive. I came from Missouri and just came all the way across Kansas and came into Denver. I picked up in the Georgia and Atlanta area, and I'm running flooring, linoleum for floors. That's essential for 99% of us that are feeling healthy. Get flooring. But hey, we're a free market enterprise out here, and that's actually pretty good. So I don't. I mean, you're wondering about what's in the news. I mean, why don't you predict a lightning strike? Welcome to humanity, folks. It's a lightning strike. I got some of that Rain-X. I use Rain-X on my windshield. Thanks to my old buddy Ian Boyd. Showed me it years ago. And now that those are saturated, if you turn on your wipers too soon and you have a bunch of bug guts on your windshield, and then it starts to drizzle and rain a little bit, and you turn on your windshield wipers too soon, you're going to smear those guts all over the place, and it's going to block your visibility. So that's why I'd say it's better just let them get saturated a little bit, and it's easier to get them wiped off. I got another 90 miles, I believe, where I'm going to be delivering in the Denver area. But I'm stopping here at about 50 miles. Ooh, I don't know if you saw that one over there on the right. That was a big one. Might have seen a flash, but I don't know if you saw the bolt. But there's that song, I want to know, have you ever seen the rain on a sunny day? Oh, I've definitely seen it raining and snowing on a sunny day. Bright midday sun. Snow will be coming down. Bright midday sun. Rain will just be pouring. It's a matter of the angle of the sunlight and where the thundercloud is. So we've kind of turned to the north. And the majority of the storm is over here to our left on the west. It's a good thing for more and more people to learn their compass, their north, south, east, and west, and I'm still learning it. The more you pay attention to it, the more it becomes second nature, and you can look at the hills, you can look at sunlight, you can even look at the clouds, stars. So that was big right in front of us. It looks like there's not even a storm, but see that big old lightning strike. Lightning is a fun thing. Lightning is what taught the physicists that matter doesn't just have solid, liquid, and gas. It also has a state of plasma. by combination of all three. And they're beginning to learn that the whole universe is electroplasma. There's not really much empty space, as they call it. It's filled. The empty space out here is filled with electroplasma. Because when you're looking at the elements of earth, wind, fire, water, earth, wind, and water are all actually one degree or another of fire. And the physicist even teaches us that everything's made of light, and light is fire. Divine degrees of divinity all around us. If you, going back to that rain X, now it's picking up a little more rain. I just use the 2-in-1 cleaner, and most of the time. But if you get it really clean, if you get your windows really clean, and then you use the actual visual product, you'll see these raindrops totally beat up into tiny little droplets, tiny little lines, fly off your window. So now that we're coming into the more rainy season, I gotta start using the original recipe to look at that sunset. It's about 7:30 p.m. Oh, that's beautiful. About 7:30 p.m. See those clouds? Water bouncing off the pavement. Now that linoleum that I'm hauling over 30,000 pounds of it. My truck is about 40,000 pounds, tractor and a trailer. So I'm pretty dang heavy right now. And I was taught that if you can see the spray on the tires of the other vehicles around you, you don't really got much to worry about when it comes to traction in these heavy vehicles. And they'll stick to the pavement. Still have to drive safe. Watch yourself in the wind and stuff. But most of trucking is feeling and learning how to listen to your feelings, interpret your feelings. Man, the sunset is just gorgeous. It hasn't fully set yet. There's a little trick that you can do where you put your fingers together on your hand and then put them up between the sun and the horizon, and roughly speaking, however many fingers are between the bottom of the sun and the horizon, that's how many hours of daylight you have left. Especially if there's not too much cloud cover. We're going to swoop around here to the, came out of some of that downpour. We're going to swoop around here, back up here to the west of Point West a little bit more. So you guys will hopefully see more of that sunset. But if you'd like to stay with me for the next 40 minutes or so, half an hour or so, show you the rest of this lightning storm sunset. Oh wow, just the sun is just peeking through the clouds over there. It'll burn off some of that bottom layer. Maybe when we come around to the west a little bit more, because we're generally going northwest, so every turn kind of takes us a little bit more west, a little more westerly in general. See, you can't feel or appreciate those bumps and wobbles that I just went through right there. It might have looked like a little bit of a shake and a little bit of a tilt on the camera. If you look at the top of the camera or the bottom of the camera, the edges, you can see the wobble, or you see the horizon wobble, and that's because the roads every like 40 feet or so have a seam in them, and they're not perfectly even with each other. So you get a wobble, and you feel it a lot more in these big vehicles than you do in a car. Car, you don't even really notice it. If you can see the truck way ahead of us, it's actually closer than you think. It's about 150 feet in front of us, but it's doing its wobble. Its back bumper is wobbling up and down. But they groove the pavement like that because this is a cold weather state. So if water and the ice and stuff like that cracks the pavement, and one area or another, it's less expensive just to work on one little patch than to have one long seam. And then also, the crack or the breakage in the pavement is more likely to just stay a little more localized in the section of the pavement between the seams, and once it gets to the seam, it'll stop there. That. But I've been watching a lot of Undercover Boss. It gets me excited because I want to be a boss. I want to, be really involved in my frontline operations. I want to help people who want to get into trucking to learn it and learn how to operate the machine and learn how to do the customer service and learn, some basic maintenance stuff. I've had to change windshield wiper arms and blades. I've had to help change the oil, help change tires. And the more that you help, if you have a shop where you have a relationship with the guys in the shop and you can help, it'll get you out quicker. And I have a full toolbox in my truck: socket wrenches, wrench, pliers. I've had that for years. But I take that because there's all kinds of stuff. I have a few different screwdrivers. It's good to have a full tool set when you're out here. Because time is money, and if you if you shut down, or if you have to take it to some pro just to change out the windshield wiper arm or the windshield wiper blade, you know, that downtime is costing me money. Wow, what a sunset, huh? Part of what makes it all worth it is just seeing God's creation. God's good green earth with the violet sky. The blue is a bit really violet. Look close. I don't know if we'll get any more lightning. You know, it's known that it's called the observation effect. When something's observed, it behaves differently. So maybe us filming this sunset affected it. So the sun shined out a little bit more, cut through the electroplasma. But I can see behind us to the southwest that storm cell is still there. So I hope you've enjoyed my videos so far. You'll watch more of them in the future. I hope to get. This is my dream. This is my passion. I love photography. I love cinematography. I love media production. And I love trucking. I love horses. So that's why I got into trucking, so that I could get back into real estate, get into horses, truck my own horses, use both of those as pipelines, with real estate, lather, rinse, repeat, hair, mane, and tail. So I like to say, no soy vaquero, yo soy caballero. To all my Spanish speakers out there, little joke, tongue in cheek. Translation wants to say, oh, I'm not a cowboy, I'm a gentleman, but the real word is I'm not a cowboy, I'm a horseman. Some of the translations want to say, oh, jinete is a horseman, but jinete means rider. You could be a jinete de bicicleta, you could be a bicycle rider. So the word jinete itself just means rider. So over the years, culturally, it's been attributed to horse riders. So when you translate English horseman, typically it's translated into Spanish as jinete, but I just say caballero. And that's because back in the day, when these terms were first being applied, I mean, there was a distinction between a horseman and a cowboy in Latin cultures. And there's reason why caballero begins to take on this meaning of the word gentleman, usually translated as gentleman into English, is because the cowboys, the guys who worked with the cows, are typically known as being a little less gentlemanly and less gentle to their beasts of burden than the horsemen who work strictly with the horses, breeding them and raising them and training them, whatnot. And over the centuries, they kind of got mixed together. Texas, cowboy hat. But if you read enough of Louis L'Amour books, he'll set the record straight for you on the difference between all the hats and the different sashes, different bling, glare. So that little beeper is my radar telling me getting closer to an object relative to my speed. I should adjust. So that's a little livestock hauler trailer right there. We just passed, still past, can't see it, but you just saw pulling it with the dually truck. Picked up all kinds of medium-sized livestock in that little trailer there. People haul pigs, smaller cows, maybe one or two bigger cows, goats, sheep. So that's why I want to invite you on my journey, because I'm asking for help. I want to get to my ranch. I want to get to my farm. I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer. And I want to keep trucking until I can get my ranch. Looks like we've gotten out of most of the grade. But I figured I'd just keep on rolling. I got the third hour of my Driven to Truck post. I'll be posting soon. It's just a matter of editing, and it takes almost a whole day sometimes for it to upload on my channel if it's too long. Once I get my laptop set up, that might become a little bit easier, because I have a webcam that I can mount, and that's when I'll start doing live streaming and more longer streams. And then eventually I hope to get a truck with a full CCTV system on the outside and inside, and start driving around with my funny little personality and show you all trucking. But it just, there's some lightning over here on the right. I don't know if you saw the flash. Couldn't see the bolt. yeah, it just started this thunderstorm, lightning storm. So I figured I'd shoot a quick video. Wow, that sunset. It looks even more beautiful in person. And I'm blessed that I got laser eye surgery right after my son was born in 2011. So I'm blessed with 2015 vision. I love it since I can just appreciate the view more, the details, get a whole surround sound view. Look at the shape of those clouds. When I was a kid, I used to have a bunch of the different types of clouds memorized. Fun subject. Meteorology. I love the ologies. All the different ologies out here. Study and view different things. Looking at this topic or that topic. This subject or that subject. It's a little bumpy when you go over those little bridges, those little overpasses. Power poles right here. Everybody's texting and driving with their phone in their hands. You see this pickup right here? That vaquero, that cowboy right there, he has his phone in his hands. He's all texting while he's driving. Right there, right in front of me, pulling over. See how he didn't use the turn signal? When you sit up this high, you can see down into the gap of vehicles. You can see what drivers and passengers are doing. So I'm asking people to put their phone down and leave their phone down. Real talk, if you really want to text and drive, have your phone in your hand while you're doing all that kind of stuff, I understand. But at least do it when there's no one around you at all, quarter mile to a half mile and more in front of you or behind you, just where there's just no one else around. So if you make some mistake or some animal jumps out in front of you or some part of your vehicle has mechanical failure or you pop a tire or something stupid happens, and you have your phone in your hand, and you're texting and driving or you're eating it like a pizza and talking and driving on speakerphone like a lot of people are doing. We're in May. It's May 3rd, 2020, and over the last 6 months, over the last year, I have never seen more people driving around with their phone in their hand, talking on the phone up to their ear, texting. I have never seen more people. And I've been driving since I was 17. So it's over 20 years of driving. And I've driven all over. Before I was trucking, I didn't drive that much. I had gone on a road trip a little bit outside of California, but mainly just drove all over Southern California. But even still, I never saw that many people with phones in their hands. I've only been trucking coming up on 4.5 years now, but just this past year, I don't know what's up. Everyone's eating their phone like it's pizza. If that doesn't make sense to you, just imagine someone holding their phone flat and talking on speakerphone, and they have it up against their mouth, they look like they're taking a bite out of a pizza, a slice of pizza. Or they have it right up against their head, which I think is really stupid in and of itself, because everybody knows these things give off, radiation, give off electromagnetic fields and stuff. That's proven. Why you want to be microwaving your brain while you're driving down the road, I don't know if that's really essential behavior, but it seems like more and more people are doing it these days. Stupid, man. Well, it's still a beautiful sunset. I got 15 more miles to go before I pull in and get fuel. I like to feel, I've been doing this since I drove a car, I like to feel when I have a half a tank. I really don't like to get my vehicle fuel or gas tank to be less than half full. You get better, miles per gallon. You get, you're less likely to get any silt or debris that's in the tanks sucked into the engine and wear and tear on the engine, because you have that half a tank or more, and all that silt and debris just will settle down and stay settled down on the bottom of the tanks. But if you get below a half a tank, start sucking the fuel or the gas from lower in the tank, and it has a higher concentration of silt and debris in it, and then that gets in the engine and wears and tears on the gaskets, seal, piston, everything. And then it's just also like a safety thing with trucking and with the cars. If you watch your tanks and you're always filling them up at when they're half tanking, you know you're most likely never going to run out of fuel and or run out of gas in the car. And also for trucking, different stuff happens. Something might break down, some alternator or this or that, turbo might pop out, something or another, that where you can still run the engine and you keep your air conditioning and heating unit, your HVAC system's going, but you're just parked on the side of the road waiting for a tow or waiting for someone to come and service your truck to get it to the mechanic shop. And if you always have at least a half a tank, you know that you can sit there and idle and not run out of fuel, no matter how long it takes for you to get everything taken care of and get back on the road. So that's what I hope to show you all with this show and with this channel and whatnot. And the more that anyone watches and the longer I go, the more detailed I get, and the more that I get into like technical training part, safety, pre-trip, and post-trip, and all this other stuff that I'm hoping and aimed at wanting to get on film and wanting to get on my channel. It's educational. The more I can teach people about a bunch of stuff, but it's not just about driving. It's not just about trucking. It's about business, and it's about safety, and it's about mechanics, habits, personal development, lifestyle. It's about all kinds of stuff. So I'm really excited to be at the beginning of my adventure, at the beginning of my career. I'm still a newbie. You're still a newbie until you have about 1,000,000 miles behind you and are still trucking. Then you're considered a well-seasoned driver. I got about 500,000 miles behind me, somewhere around there. So we're going to pull off here in about 10 minutes. Fuel up. I don't need to take a break. Got some snacks. And then I drive into the greater Denver area and call it a night. See, way up here on the right, there's that car with its blinkers on and stuff just pulled over right there. And it's always safest to, because you don't know what they're doing or what they're going to do next. So it's always safest just to change lanes, whether it's an emergency vehicle or just someone or not. Change lanes, get in the left lane to give them more room. They may not be paying attention. They may not merge into traffic fast enough. They might be having an emergency. I've heard of and seen all kinds of stuff. I've heard of all kinds of stuff, and I've seen plenty to know that what I've heard is true. I've seen people walking on the highway, walking over here on the left of the median, crossing. I've seen people walking straight. I mean, there's not that many vehicles between them, on the road at that time, but there's someone just walking straight down the middle of a lane. And I've had to slow down to like 40 miles an hour. And they look behind their shoulder and they get over more onto the side of the road, and you pass them and you're just wondering, like, what the heck? What the heck is that guy doing? Just walking down the middle of the highway. But hey, that's humanity, man. Takes all kinds. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little drive, little thunderstorm, lightning storm. And I really appreciate you watching it. Anybody who stays this long watching my show. And to see where I can take this, because I feel excited just even filming this one, because I feel like my future is opening up in front of me, and I feel like I'm getting greater advantages. And I feel real bad for a lot of people out here that are suffering and are facing poverty and facing unemployment. Believe me, I've been through my times of unemployment, and I've been through my times of poverty, extreme poverty, and extreme illness. Talk about that later, but that's why I want to get a team together. Build a trucking school, trucking company, a courier company, really. Get people out here driving and delivering stuff. I mean, the whole world is permanently impacted by what's been going on. I feel like the best solution is delivery services, whether it's a car or it's a Class B vehicle or Class A vehicle. So I want to develop a company out here that gets people careers, not just jobs. But I want to organize it temps all the way up to full-time contractors, and help people see why and how this land is blessed. And this land, by this land, I mean this whole continent of North America. It really is blessed. The geography is unlike anywhere else in the world and any other continent. So the geography dictates the weather, and the geography and the weather dictate the opportunity for commerce. And I want to show people and help people that if they're willing to move, maybe they can pull themselves out of poverty by getting into driving. Maybe they can pull themselves out of depression and unemployment by getting driven, staying driven, and staying focused on their dreams, their goals, and their ambitions that are good and that are pure and righteous, that are decent and proper, and that they can use literal driving as a pipeline, financial pipeline to finance their other personal dreams and ambitions. And I hope to build a company that also gives people the time during the year to make a living wage and also have the opportunity and time for leisure and for pursuing their other interests, their personal interests. I want to help change the American society and the American concept of success. To me, success isn't working 365 days out of the year. Success isn't working 52 weeks out of the year, every single year. There's got to be a way for us to, there's got to be a way for us to give people more vacations and more time off for rest each week and each quarter and each year, and still make a living wage, still put food on the table for themselves and be compensated fairly for the actual degree of work that they do. Because the worker is worth their due. So I feel that loves just because they have the best incentive program. Once you get to a certain point of feeling for the month, you get 4 pennies back for every gallon of fuel that you buy from them. And I've gotten hundreds of dollars of points, equivalent of points. 100 points is $100. And that's how I've been able to buy all my hats. I love hats. I have about, I'm probably up to somewhere near about 100 hats, ball caps, by now. And most of them I've gotten free I've gotten, a lot of the restaurants that are in these love they take the points. You can pay for your food with the points. So I've gotten plenty of meals for free also. Not every chain of fuel stops, truck stops has the same incentive program. I'm not saying you get into trucking and you get free meals all the time, but this company, I don't know. They just seem to have the best. So that's why I go with them. But I hope to own my own truck stop chain one day. So, well, thank you for staying with me, and when I have better video equipment, I'll film the whole fuel process and do all kinds of stuff. But right now, it's about being driven. So we got the brakes pulled. I'll catch you guys next time down the road. God bless. Be well.